Okay, so we have to evaluate this line integral by using Green's theorem. First, before doing anything, just let us see the region, what we have to take. Okay, so take your coordinate plane, coordinate system. Now, the line y equal to x, can you tell me where it passes through, or what is this? How I have to draw it?
Through the origin.
Yeah, it passes through a origin, making an angle of 45, you can say, with x-axis, right? This is my y equal to x line. And the parabola y equal to x square. Y equal to x square opens which side? See, when you deal with parabola, 4 words you have to use: right, left, above, below. Y equal to x square.
Above.
Above, very good. So this you are comparing with which standard form? X square is equal to 4ay. Okay. Now
4ay.
don't say that it is in the form y square equal to 4x. It is x square equal to 4ay format. Okay, which opens above. Yeah, this is what we have, that parabola. X square equal to y. Now, just see. So here, which area we have to take here? Which part? The smaller part. Am I right? This part we
Yes,
have
ma'am.
to take. Okay. Now in this region, I want that the variation, right? Now his line and the parabola are intersecting at 2 points. One of them is origin. That is correct. What about the second point of intersection? Can you tell me the coordinates of this point?
1,1.
1, comma 1. See, easily you can solve it. See, both are equal to y. So just you can take x square equal to x, or x minus x equal to 0. So if you take x common, x minus 1 is 0. So either x is 0 or x is 1. Correct. So if x is 0, y will be 0. Origin. If x is 1, y is also 1. So that you will get the second point of intersection. Okay, hope clear. Now, I want the limits here, correct? So this is the area confirmed. Now in this region, how x and y are going to vary. Now we'll choose constant limits for x and variable limits for y. Okay. Now if I want a constant limit, I have to take on x-axis. So the region will start from here, origin, and where it is going to end up, isn't it here, till here? Am I right? On x-axis?
0,
Yeah. 0 to
0 to 1.
0 to 1. So this point is 1 comma 0. Next, variation of y is? Variation of y is? Yeah. Now you can even take constant limits, but if you could take constant limits, the line and parabola will not take any part in the evaluation. That is wrong way. You have to take now variable limits. So if I want variable limit for y, in the region, you take a line parallel to y-axis. It may be here, it may be here, it may be here, but in the region only. Okay. Now, just observe this lower side, where it is lying. Is it lying on the line, or is it on the parabola, or is it on x-axis? This lower
Is
limit.
it on the parabola?
It is on the parabola. So from the parabola, what is the value of y? What is
X
the value of
square.
y? X square. So you can say y varies from x square to. This is the lower limit. Now upper value of y lying on the
X.
line. Yeah.
X.
And what is the value of y from that line is x. Hope clear. This is what you used to do it in change of order of integration. Okay, same thing. Is the part clear? Now, when you have all this, you compare this with the standard form of Green's theorem and you can apply it. Okay, right. By, okay, do you want to write this in wordings? Draw the region. Done? draw it properly and just write about the explanation. In the region A, bounded by C, x varies from 0 to 1. X varies from 0 to 1 and y varies from x square to x. Y varies from x square to x.
Ma'am, bounded by
C, bounded by C. See what is the meaning? This is our region. This region is A. What is its boundary? Its boundary is C. And that is what we are performing the integration. Okay, got it. We are not taking this remaining part of the thing. We are taking just the region. Okay. Bounded by C, x varies from 0 to 1 and y varies from x square to x. Written. Now, you just compare this and tell me along with dx, whatever you have, you just take it as m. So let m equal to xy plus y square. And can you tell me what is n now? N is x square. Okay. Now write the statement of Green's theorem. By Green's theorem, what we have? Line integral of the form m dx plus n dy over the curve C is written as double integration over A. Can you tell me what you'll get? Is it dou m by or dou n by? Dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y dx dy. So this is what we have by Green's theorem. Now substitute the values. So this is integration over C xy plus y square dx plus x square dy is equal to integration. Yeah, first I have to write limits for x or limits for y or anyhow. It's outside, no? Huh?
x limits.
Yeah, outside it has to be written for x only. So x varies from 0 to 1 and then y varies from x square to x. It should be written inside. Variable limits always inside. Now, dou n by dou x. So what is the derivative of x square with respect to x? X square with respect to x is 2x. Yes.
2x.
Minus this m with respect to y. With respect to y, what will you get?
X plus 2.
Yeah, x plus 2y. So minus of x plus 2y. Correct. Then what I have to write? Is it dx dy or dy dx?
dy dx.
Very good. Okay. Don't change them, otherwise theory will be wrong then. Now next part is integration. So this is x varying from 0 to 1. What is the value of this? 2x minus x means 2x minus x is how much?
2x.
Huh? X minus 2y, no? What is the integration of? See, I'll write the simplified part here instead of writing one more step. 2x minus x is x minus 2y. This first you integrate with respect to y now. Am I right? Integrate this with respect to y. So what is the integration of x with respect to y?
xy.
Xy minus 2 into. What is the integration of y with respect to y?
Y
y
square
square by 2. What are the limits? Do mention y is varying from x square to x. Otherwise, you will change x also. Okay. Now, what we'll do? This 2 can be cancelled. Correct? Now substitute the limit. This is x is varying from 0 to 1. Upper limit y is x. So what will get? X into bracket. Upper limit minus lower limit. Correct? Minus y square. So if I square this value, what I'll get for x? X square minus. If I square the value of x square, what I'll get?
X raised to 4.
X raised to 4. Is the substitution of the limit clear? The upper limit is x. So I'm writing y as x minus x square. Here it is y square only. So this limit has to be squared. So upper limit square minus lower limit square. Yeah, just simplify. All the terms are in terms of x. So what is this? X is varying from 0 to 1. X into x, x square. X into x square is how much? X cube minus x square, minus into minus plus x raised to 4. Am I correct with the multiplication? Tell what is the simplification now?
Square
What is this?
cancel.
Yeah, x square can be cancelled. Now remaining is this part. Okay, what has to be done for this is integration. Okay, now if you want, keep this term first, or else keep it like this only, integrate. Minus,
X
what is
raised
the
to 4 minus
x raised to 4 by 4 plus x raised to 4 becomes integration. X raised to 5 by 5, no? Correct? Tell me, correct or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Oh,
ma'am.
now substitute. X is 1. See what happens for the lower limit? Both are containing x, it becomes 0. Upper limit you substitute. Minus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 5. Very simple. 5 fours are 20. Here multiply by 5. Minus 5 plus 4 is how much?
Minus 1 by
Minus 1.
20.
So what is the answer? It is the value of the line integral. Got it? Yes. This we have done it by Green's theorem. Let me take another example. Okay, so here evaluating a line integral using Green's theorem, using different area, region and all we have calculated. Now there is one problem where we have to use Green's theorem and find the area of the region. Okay, so that I'll take. Then can come back to some more problems on this. I have seen one example they have asked in examination. Okay, just write down. Using Green's theorem, find the area of the region enclosed between the parabolas you have two standard, no? Y square equal to 4ax and x square equal to 4ay. Have you found the area between these two parabolas? I think in as an application of double integral, you have studied this in first semester.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Here we are not applying that. We are not directly applying double integration. We are applying Green's theorem and getting it. Okay. See, I'll just give you a note. This is very important. See, area by Green's theorem, area can be calculated by a formula 1 by 2 integration over C x dy minus y dx. This is one of the formula. There is a derivation of this in the book, but it's if I derive it, it is simply a waste because they won't ask this derivation. They'll ask a problem related to this. And I have seen in one question paper, they have asked for y square is 4x and x square is 4y. Means they have not used a a. Are you getting the change? They may ask along with a, if it is there, you solve according to this. If suppose they have asked y square equal to 4x and x square equal to 4y, where all I have got a, no, that has to be taken as 1. But don't consider a while taking. That's all. Okay, now let us draw the region. Can you tell me how I have to take now? Yes, it is in coordinate system. Y square equal to 4ax, where it opens? Where it opens?
Right side. Right side.
Right side. Very good. So this is my y square equal to 4ax with vertex as the origin. Next, x square equal to 4ay. Where it opens? It opens above. Correct? Just now we have seen, no, y equal to x square. Same way. Yeah. Now, which is the region, common region? You can say this part. Okay. Let me just take it. So this region is the common area where we have to perform the integration. And they have asked us to go find what is this area. This we are going to find with the help of Green's theorem. Now, these two parabolas are intersecting at 2 points. One is origin, which is very clear here. What is one more point here in first quadrant? Do you remember?
4A.
Huh?
4A, 4A.
4A, comma
Very
4A.
good. It is 4a, 4a. If you write it directly also, they will give you marks. Suppose if I don't know, how can I find one more point here? How can I get the coordinates? Suppose I want to get the points of intersection, what I have to do then? Don't know how 4a, 4a is obtained?
Solving two equations.
Very good. Yes. Solve these two equations, convert everything in terms of either x or y, then you will get the values. Okay. So if you want to get any point of intersection, just see which two curves intersect there, solve them. Okay. Now you better, this is standard formula and remember it as 4a, 4a. Suppose the example is not with a. What is the point of intersection that time? I told no, in exam they've asked x square equal to 4x and okay, y square equal to 4x and x square equal to 4y. They have asked previously. Tell me. Then what is the point of intersection? No? Now let us go ahead and solve it. Now here actually this region, if you just see, this is the closed curve. I can say this is the closed curve C. So it is made up of only one part or two parts or more than two. Just see. I want a closed curve. Closed means when you start from this point, you should end up here only. So this integration, what is C, no? I have to start from origin and I have to come back to the same thing. Yeah. Tell me. So this C is made up of one path, two paths, or more than two?
Two parts.
Two parts. What they are? So you can say this is one path. Okay, because this is lying in one curve. So this path, I'll take it as some C1. Similarly, I have got one more path, isn't it? So this I'll take it as C2. Direction is important because how I cannot take, if I take C1 like this and C2 like this, is it going to be a closed path? Think about it. Is it going to be a closed path? Never. Okay. Closed path means I'm starting from this point, means I have to come back to that point only. Okay, so C1, C2. Is it clear? So this entire C is made up of two parts. Say yes or no, please.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, this C, this boundary C, curve C is made up of two parts. One is C1 and another one is C2. So just write down. The curve C is made up of C1 and C2. Okay. So now I'll take C1. So just see this C1. C1 is on which parabola? This C1 is on which parabola?
Y square
X
is
square
equal
is
to
equal
4ay.
to 4ay.
X square is 4ay. See carefully, C1 is this part. X square is equal to 4ay. So what we'll do here is we'll convert our the values in terms of x only. So what is the value of y from here?
2
From
root
this
of ay.
x square upon 4a. Correct? From this equation, y is x square upon 4a. So what is dy? What is dy? Differentiate.
X
What is,
divided by a.
what is the differentiation of x square?
2x.
2x dx. Correct? Divided by 4a. Am I right? Okay. So what you'll get? So what is dy then? Dy is x dx upon 2a, no? Am I right? What we are doing in C1, no? We are converting everything in terms of x only. Okay, I'll tell you why when I take up with the next part. Yeah. Now for C1, tell me how x is varying. C1 is from this point, from origin till this point. Am I right? What is the value of x at this point, origin?
0, ma'am.
0. So 0 till this point. Okay, this point of intersection.
4a.
What is the value of, yes, x is 4.
X by
No, x varies from 0 to 4a, correct? This is what? For which curve? C1. Similarly, now take C2 and convert everything in terms of y. I'll tell you how to do it. Now, for C2, just observe only C2. Huh? C2 is from here, correct? From this point of intersection till origin. Now, C2 is on which parabola? This is on?
x.
No,
Y
see
square
Y
here.
square is
4a.
Yeah,
4a.
just better you draw the line. I think you are getting confused. This curve is y square is 4ax, correct? For C2, y square is 4ax. What is the value of x from here? Equation
Square by 4.
y square by 4a. Differentiate it. So derivative of x is dx. What is derivative of y square? 2y dy divided by 4a, no? What is this value? So dx is what? Simplify. 2 ones are 2 twos are. Y dy upon 2a. Correct? Now, in C2, we are converting everything in terms of y. So tell me what is the value of y? C2 is from this point till origin. What is the value of y here? Above. What is the value of y at this point of intersection?
x square by 4a.
Allah, what is the value of y? I asked this point of intersection. See variation for C2, I want like this, no? This point till here. Up limit I am writing, limit. 4a, see y value. 4a to where is ending? C2 is ending at
0.
origin, no? So the value is 0. Is the part clear or yes or no? Just write down. Therefore, by Green's theorem, the required area between the parabolas, between the given parabolas is given by the formula A. It is given by what I said, the formula 1 by 2 integration x dy minus y dx over C. You have to remember this formula, huh? Okay. Now this C is made up of how many parts? Overall C, 2 parts.
2.
Correct.
parts.
So just see, suppose if you have an integration from 0 to 2. So can I write it as 0 to 1 plus 1 to 2? Are they both one and the same? Are they both one and the same?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes?
Yes,
Correct.
ma'am.
So starting and ending point. So my C is made up of 2 parts. So I'll just write like this. Half. Then what I will do, I'll take integration over C1 plus integration over C2. Am I right? Can I write like this? Integrand function is same. Can I write like this? If you say yes, then only I can proceed. Otherwise, I cannot take. Yes, we can. So because C is C1 plus C2, if you add both the paths, you will get it as the entire curve, the C. Okay. Now x dy minus y dx. Yes. Now simplify. Now we have to take it on C1 and C2. Just see. For C1, these are the changes. Let us take that. Okay. So this is 1 by 2. See, for C1, I think you might have written. For C1, what is the variation? X is varying from 0 to 4a.
0
Correct?
to 4a.
Yeah. Convert everything in terms of x. Huh? If you have x, keep it as x. X is x only. What is dy? See, for this is for C1 only. Huh? What is the value of dy we have got here?
X by
X
2a
dx
into
by
dx.
Yeah, x dx upon 2a minus y. What is y? I think you might have written for C1. Tell me.
x square by
Y
4.
is x square by 4a. Okay. Y is x square upon 4a. What I have to do with dx? Write it same. So C1 we are going to convert in terms of x, and C2, for C2 everything in terms of y we are going to convert. Okay. Plus. Now for C2, what is the variation? Y varies
4
from
a to
4a to 0. Okay. Now x. What is the value of x for C2?
Y square by 4a.
4a into dy. So dy should be written as it is, no problem. Y also as it is. What is dx for C2?
Y dy
dx
by
is
2a.
y dy by 2a. Okay. Is this substitution clear? Next part is integration, that you will follow easily. But remember, for C1 in terms of x and for C2 in terms of y. Okay. So this is 1 by 2. You can see here, this is 1 by 2a, 1 by 4a, 1 by 4a, 1 by 2a. What can I take out? The least number, right? What can I take out? 1 by 2a can be taken
1
out.
by 2.
2a. Let us take it and see what you will get. So x is varying from 0 to 4a. Now in these two terms, can I take dx out? This is x into
Yes,
x,
ma'am.
x square. Even we can take x square also out. Am I correct? X square dx is out. Tell me what is remaining. Remember, huh? 1 by 2a is out. X square
1
is out.
minus 1 by 2a.
A is out. Only 1 by 2. Am I right? See, everything we have taken, only here 1, 2 remains because this is 4a. 2a is out means 2 remains. Similarly here, you have taken 1 by 2a out here, huh? So both are like having y square dy. If I've taken common, suppose, what remains in first term?
1 by 2 minus
1
1.
by
2
2.
minus
What
1.
remains here? Minus 1. Yes. Okay. So this is now 1 upon 2 2s are 4a. Integration x is varying from 0 to 4a. What is the value of 1 minus half? In 1, if you remove half, what remains? Half remains, no? So this is, I'll write it as x square by 2. Correct? Is it right? Okay, here very interesting. Half minus 1 is how much?
Minus
Half.
half.
Minus half. So that minus half is there, no? Okay. I'll write it as minus y square by 2 dy. Now, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. Can I take out? Yes, 1 by 2 can be taken out. So remaining thing. See, I'll write one step. X is varying from 0 to 4a. 1 by 2 is out, means what is remaining here? X square, no?
X square.
Now this is minus. Plus into minus is minus. So what I will do, this minus, I'll take it for the limits only. Means what I'll get?
0 to 4a.
Very good. So if you just consider the minus, no, limits will be interchanged. Integration a to b f of x dx is there, suppose, along with minus sign can be written as integration f of x. If I want to write it with plus sign, I should change the limits. You have learned this concept, correct? I've applied the same. Now perform the integration. Tell me the answer. It is not difficult now. X cube by 3 plus y cube by 3, because limits are same. So I'm writing at once. So this is like 1 upon 8 into 3, 8a into 3. I'm taking 1 by 3 out. Upper limit is 4 cube a cube plus 4 cube a cube. Hope you followed it, because lower limit it becomes 0. 4 cube is 64. Just do all the simplification. Tell me the answer. Let me see. At least you can simplify, yes or no. You can take 4 cube out, which is 64 a cube out. So 1 plus 1 means you will get 2. Very easy thing. 8a into 3. 8 ones are 8 eights are. What is the answer?
16 by 3 is.
Yes, 16a square by 3. You can check if you have your book. If you have calculated the area by using double integration, you can check in that example also. You might have got the same area if you have taken same standard parabola. Okay, so area can be evaluated by different ways. Like that, using Green's theorem also we can evaluate. Is the part clear about Green's theorem? Now I'll just give you some examples. You have to try solving it. Okay.